in to take on the Sioux Falls Skyforce.
And although the Mad Ants can boast their own acquisition from China, the Skyforce, they can claim the same thing. Tonight, we are so excited. We'll get a chance to look at the man they call Flying Dragon, a fantastic forward prospect.
And it makes sense that the Skyforce land a Flying Dragon, right? You see what I did there? From all reports, Han Chi is pure dynamite once he takes off into the air.
Well, we're going to see if young AI and crew can tame the dragon soon enough.
Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely. Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond.
Pass to Triggs. AI. Another three for Fort Wayne.
No excuse playing off of AI like this. He's a threat to shoot as soon as he gets the rock.
Han up top. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And lots of contact there, missing the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give him a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
And Flying Dragon
like
coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard. And maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope. And the basket is good.
At this stage of his development, it makes sense to get Han Chi high percentage looks, build his confidence.
From deep AI. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up, 5 down for him so far. And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
Now here's Tatum. Yep, that goes.
Wow. I mean, what a start they've gotten off to. Haven't missed one.
Here's Roberts, and no good. So Fort Wayne will take it the other way. And here's AI outside.
Had him moving somewhere.
And the Mad Ants, another three.
Yikes.
Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He is put in work and is razor sharp in his focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he's stepped his game up.
And the Mad Ants, another three.
Well, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
So both teams changing it up here.
This is the build.
The Skyforce on offense. It's a 14-point game.
I mean, it's probably been done before.
Down low.
Like I did created.
Here's Barton. Inside. A nice shot by Evans.
I actually hate that.
I was never that good at math, but this math is simple. Get the ball to guys where they have the best chance of converting. And for Evans, that's got to be the painted area.
Well, a handful of players on this Mad Ants roster could make the jump to the NBA someday. Howie Carter, not one of them.
Yeah, you know, Carter's a very talented player, but he doesn't have a standout skill that will land him on an NBA roster. He knows it. But just appreciates the process of trying to improve his game.
You're going to do bad.
Now here's Keith.
You don't know how to use it. So watching tutorials.
Here's Benjamin. Poked away. Stolen by Carter.
Okay.
And here's
Shaken.
AI outside.
Oh,
it's rebounded by Sioux Falls.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here's Keith. Teardrop shot.
One side.
Oh, are you on the phone? With who?
want water? Sick. Did you find a notebook?
Yes. Alright. Okay, let me reconnect.
And Connor Trigg with the block. 4 on the clock. Here's Jennings. That one a little long. And confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, the scoreboard tells the story.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The one thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
Absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court.
Now here's Benjamin. And it's blocked by Lou Grace.
In the G League, you've got to show off your defensive chops. And Grace is making a strong case for his defense with that block.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter. Teams will make substitutions.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. He can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. Young, he's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in anyone's book.
He said 9 out of 8.
Outside Hahn. With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in a short time.
To the inside, and it's Han Chi with the jam.
Keeping his eyes up and staying patient. Lee does a great job of locating the open man.
Pass to Grace. Randolph with it. Tatum covered by Ducey. Ducey with the steal.
Oh my gosh.
Lee right side. Here's Roberts. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all, given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season.
It's Han Chi with the drive. It's hauled in by Randolph.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
Yeah, that's exactly what he gives you, constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
He's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
Outside Hahn. To the paint. Here's Roberts. Rebounded by the Mad Ants. And here's AI outside. It's rebounded by Han Chi.
Let's go. Okay. All right, I'm fine.
Pass to Evans.
Oh, look at that.
Vision and patience. Han Chi showing both, finding the open man.
That'll do it.
If they don't pass, I'm actually going to have a heart attack.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect from him.
Which really tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you might remember Paul Tatum had some time in the NBA, and there's a chance he can make it back. A few good performances at the end of the season, and there's a chance he gets called back up to the NBA.
Here's Hahn. Yeah, he can't hit that time. So Fort Wayne will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Dude.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And with Tatum, as you said, it would most likely be his last chance on making an NBA roster.
And even though he isn't the youngest player on the roster, he still has the makeup to help an NBA team for a stretch run. If he gets hot, he could end up a 12th man on a team looking for a veteran presence, but he has to show that he can still be an impact player by putting up numbers in games like this one.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task. This travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Shoots from the line, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And as you said, road wins in the G League are never easy.
No, they're never easy. Come on, Blake. And it's not just the opposing crowds. You're sometimes getting in town late on a bus, sleeping in a strange motel. There might be bed bugs on your bed. And G League players truly feel what it's like to experience road weariness.
I mean, I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, me too.
The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, you know, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. And again, AI.
Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on and maybe more importantly off the court. Having a few games under his belt with his team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor. Really aggressive play, taking it to the rack against the big man.
And when you're on the wrong end of the size matchup like he was, aggressive is the only way to play.
Yeah, Brian, you just can't be scared.
Cans the three.
Keep draining them.
Good passing, setting up a lot of buckets. That's been a real key.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there. I think I can see some on the court.
I didn't foul.
And for the Fort Wayne
Okay.
coaching staff, this is what they hope for with AI.
This time
Sometimes
it's
for
not
a
an
guy
offensive.
like AI who has bounced around, it's just really
Think
about
that.
finding the right
All right, he's got
environment. It
25,
seems he is
26.
starting to come to
I've got
peace with himself
36.
with this group, and
So, I mean,
you can see it in his play
at
and in
least
his
we're doing
attitude,
something.
really. That can be huge for someone who has the potential that he
Suck
has.
it, bro. I literally can't miss. I'm on fire.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take it.
Offensive rebound.
Really? It's an
Benjamin's
offensive
shot is off.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding,
hit a
it's
wide
been
open.
terrific.
They're putting
All right,
together a
42.
great game, aren't they? Strong performances
third.
throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it
I
sets
want to
a
get another
tone.
takeover so that I can just drain some more threes.
On with it. AI's there. Jennings misses. And here are the
I didn't
Mad
want
Ants. They lead by
Okay.
24,
Okay.
their biggest
Bro,
margin.
why you-
And that one's good.
why you stepping
AI.
Play
12
defense.
straight points off the
Man,
three-pointers,
I know
and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
First one falls for him.
Oh, from what we've seen so far, Hanshi relies on his leaping ability, his athleticism, his aggression. He needs to improve.
Fourth quarter just getting started.
Marcus
1 minute
Young
in the
will not
books.
pass me. That's a given.
Here's Young.
Now,
pass
what are
to
you going
Triggs.
to do?
Uses the
You can
glass
shoot.
to finish the
Marcus
layup.
Young,
Chalk up
chill
a few
out. He's
more
not
points for
good.
them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance,
Okay.
Brian.
Outside Young. Again, Fort Wayne.
As soon as AI turns it on, get out of his way. I mean, look at him do his thing and take over.
47.
Pass today. Lee
I average like 48.
shoots over Randolph. And that one comes up a bit short.
With no one guarding him closely, he's really just better off not trying to pull off the leaner.
Young shot's good.
Got to develop consistency on your jump shot to make it at the next level. AI understands that. Nice stroke.
Wait, was that
on
not a
one.
3?
Inside.
That's 47, right?
Kicks it out to Hahn.
And I'm pretty sure that was 3.
The basket drops and he
How
gets
is a
fouled on the
defensive
shot.
breakdown on
One
my
free throw coming
I'm
his way.
literally 2 foot tall.
He's been a bright spot for them, trying to will them to victory.
Both teams will make substitutions.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite
You'll
the
literally
deficit.
not get
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Tim, right? I mean, another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
You got to force the issue when you're down, as you were saying.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks,
All right,
but you have
so-
to find a way to stay productive during a shooting drought.
And he may be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies. Sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Yeah, good idea. That might be able to get things right.
Who's going to do?
5 to shoot.
This is my guy now.
From long range. And that's a foul called
Foul?
on Hahn. That's his first foul.
Oh, come on. You subbed me out. What are you doing, coach?
With 52 points.
I mean, I get giving other guys minutes, but like, come on. Give him the ball. Alright, I'm not
Now
hot
here's
anymore,
Madison.
So I don't know how the shooting is going to go.
And here's AI outside.
All right,
Knocks
just
down
go.
the 3 ball.
And
Not
add
green
another
yet,
three-pointer to their...
Alright, 1 second.
second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
And Starks gets it to go.
The defense is sensitive to Han Chi's drives. That opens up the passing lanes. Nice execution.
AI with the
2
bucket.
points.
This is a serious
And we get a 60-pointer.
game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
The fader.
Oh, man,
Starks
I would've
grabs the
made that.
board.
1 second, I have to check something.
Outside Han. Keith.
Don't you dare run down the
To the
timer.
inside.
I wanna get my
Stolen by
point.
Voss.
Here it is.
There's
This
a
is
4-second
my two.
difference
Or we
from
can
the
just hit
shot
a
clock
three,
and game clock.
Make it 61.
And here's AI outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, and now
Man,
we're
this
hot.
fourth quarter
Oh,
has
baby.
been tremendous.
If we get the ball again,
really for them
I'm
from
draining
three-point range.
another 3.
Yeah, a
I
ton
want a
of their
70
points
point
coming
game,
from long range
but
here.
that obviously
What
can't
a
happen in this
barrage.
And what a time to
It'll
hit the
definitely
threes.
happen though.
A nice shot
Oh
by
my
Han.
god, bro.
Right now, this
They
is the
just
shooting
got
range where
baked,
Han Chi
bro.
feels most comfortable.
Who
Has
am
DeRozan-like
Don't
feel
wanna
from
talk.
there.
And
Oh
here's
my
AI outside.
Dude.
And the Mad Ants
This
another
is
3.
nuts.
As long as the threes
Oh
keep dropping
my
for him,
God.
he'll
Stop
keep firing.
spamming me,
As
Drew.
he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
And the teammates just,
Oh,
they just
really?
keep feeding
Really?
the
It's
hot
really good.
hands.
Great. Great, great, great. I I just have to wait till it is unfrozen. Come on, man, fix yourself. After I see my badges and everything, I'm gonna end this stream because I'm gonna start up another one with the boys, because the boys have just became online. But I have to wait for my screen to stop being frozen first. Okay. Chill out. Oh! How to unfreeze screen. Windows 10 for dummies. Sick. Press escape twice. It didn't work. Press Ctrl, Alt, and Delete keys simultaneously and choose Start Task Manager from the menu that appears. If I'm lucky, the menu appears. That's not a good thing. If I'm lucky, delete. Okay. Oh! What? Have a seizure.